Hello! Okay, so, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm actually making a video. This is the second video I've tried to make. Hopefully it's in focus. The first one I did was an epic fail. So I'm really excited because I've been wanting to do makeup looks inspired by K-pop because I watch K-pop videos all the freaking time. And so I'm not doing K-beauty, I'm doing whatever makeup I feel like doing inspired by a music video. Very important to distinguish this. Very, very important. But I am really excited because BTS just came out with their new song, Butter. And I love butter. It's kind of a joke with my friends. They laugh at me all the time about it, but it's true. I love butter. What can I say? So when this amazing video came out and we finally got a new song from BTS, I was like, well, okay. Okie the dokes. So overall, I really like the song, and the music video, unsurprisingly, has like a super fresh feel to it. Like old school BTS used to have more of a grungier vibe, for lack of a better word, but BTS for a long time has been very fresh and current looking in their aesthetic and vibe, so nothing different there. So I'm thinking about doing like a blue and yellow eye look and then a pink lip. Really fresh. When I say that out loud, I feel like that sounds bad, but we're gonna make it work. And smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. We're gonna go ahead and start doing makeup. Let's hop into it. So to start off, I am just going to go ahead and prime my eyes with P. Louise. And I'm just using one that's similar to my skin tone. Okay, now that I've got I primed the top part of my eye, I'm also just going to go ahead and prime the lower part of my eye as well though. And I've started doing this more because if I'm doing something that is kind of like a little bit more smoked out under eye, like why not prime the under eye is essentially my thought process with that. There isn't any grand machination beyond that. That being said though, I'm not covering like really big dark circles, so if you have dark circles, you'd want to do like concealer and whatever process it is that you do to cover those guys, and then you'd want to put on your eye primer. Perfect. Okay. Now, since the song is called Butter, and literally throughout the whole thing, they're saying, smooth like butter. Oh, you got the picture. I'm gonna go in with the Honey palette from ColourPop because while it is honey, which is also yellow, we have all of these gorgeous yellow shades in here, and I'm gonna start off just by jumping in with this yellow right here, and I'm just gonna put it all over my eyelids, and then we're going to see where we go from there. That is just where I'm gonna start. And for this, ooh, I haven't used ColourPop eyeshadows in a long time, and that is very pigmented. Okie dokie. Oh, I was not expecting that. I picked up way too much product on my brush. But, I mean, oh, this is kind of laying down weird though. Not gonna lie, it's a little patchy. Which I'm not crazy happy about. But probably because I put way too much product on, but still. I'm gonna see if just patting it in and working it out is going to help smooth that out. So I'll be back in a second. So I'm taking all the extra powder that I have and I'm just gonna go ahead and run that under my eyes. As you start to blend this eyeshadow out, it definitely gets like a darker yellow color to it. Nothing crazy surprising with that. I look like a yellow raccoon right now though. So I mean, it's a look. But I'm just gonna go in with like a fluffy brush. And we're gonna see if I can just diffuse this out because it's just, I look like I got punched in the face and I have a super yellow bruise, which isn't cute and is not how I wish to honor butter, which is now on my playlist and an amazing song and also one of my favorite foods. It's a little better now. It's a little bit better now, but I really want to put like a fun pop of blue in here as well. So I brought the Blue Moon ColourPop palette and I was thinking, I can get it open, to maybe go in with like this fun color and just to add like a little pop in like the center here, but I'm gonna have to be careful because it could turn green because mixing yellow and blue makes green, which makes sense. We're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna try. I'm gonna go in on a flat brush and we're just gonna take, actually this color would go better. I'm just gonna take that on a flat brush. And since I don't want them to mix, I'm just gonna pat this over the yellow. I'm not gonna blend it into the yellow because I want it to stay looking blue. It's actually not looking painfully horrible. That's such an optimistic way to phrase it, isn't it? And I'm wondering if you have you seen the Butter music video? Do you like K-pop? Even if you haven't, worth checking it out, just if you like trying out different music. And if you have seen the video, do you like this song? It's been a long time since BTS came out with something, so do you feel like it's been worth the wait? If you're a fan, are you excited? Are you not? I had to listen to this one a couple times before I was like totally feeling it. It's really freaking catchy and it's a super fun song. I just had to get out of my emo kid feels and be like, oh, happy music is good and it's what we need in the world. And then once I did that, I was literally walking around the apartment singing it nonstop, and my poor roommate has probably heard me play this song this afternoon, like, I don't know, a lot. We'll just say a lot. We'll just leave it at a lot. We don't need to, you know, count. We don't need to shame me anymore on how many times I made her suffer by listening. Okay, so I think this is looking good. I don't want to keep blending too much because I want to keep that blue looking blue and saturated. And it's really interesting, like the color palettes that they did for the music video, because you have like super bright colors, like yellows, kind of like magentas, orange, blue, you know, just very bright colors going back and forth between scenes where it's just like a very strong, crisp black and white. So it's interesting because from like a stylistic standpoint, it's not that it feels disconnected necessarily, but it just kind of keeps you on your toes when it switches back and like forth between those two styles. Now, the ultimate question for the eyes is to glitter or not to glitter. And you know, we're gonna glitter. We're gonna glitter because this eye makeup is just being its own special thing. But before we glitter, I want to go in with this darker color right here, and I want to add a little bit of definition into my crease. So I'm just gonna take the closest crease brush that I have, and I'm just gonna gently go into this color. And I'm just going, it's not even necessarily like for you to be able to see the color, it's just to add a little like kind of depth and dimension to the eye a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, and I'm going to flick it out like this and not bring it down because I want to kind of, it's not a cut crease, but I don't want to close this off. And now I am just going back in with our first yellow color and cleaning up and brightening up the lid. Just since blending that color out, might have come down a little too far, or, you know. And for the glitter, I'm just gonna go in, it's called Palooza. And it is this color this glitter right here, and I'm literally just gonna go in, get some on my finger. This is like a chunky pressed glitter in the palette. And I am just going to just kind of push it over the whole thing. And I'm not going to push it over the blue though. Okay, now let us get these eyes finished up because we are so close. I really want to brighten up this yellow isn't as intense as I want. So I'm gonna try brightening it up more by going in with this ColourPop pencil. It's the cream gel liner in the color CRSSD. Make of that name what you will. Okay, so no lie. I wanted bright yellow, but I'm so not feeling it at all. It just doesn't go well with the eyeshadow color, so I'm gonna go over with the color Punch, which is another yellow gel liner from ColourPop, and we're gonna see if this balances it out a little bit more. Now that the eyeliner is a little bit toned down, which I think will all come together in the end, we're going to just tightline the upper lash line. This is really just to add some definition to the eye, nothing crazy though. And then just use a brown eyeliner to do it. Now that we have got the eye makeup is done, I'm gonna go in, just throw on some mascara. I'm using the Thrive, just the Thrive Cosmetics, and I'm gonna do one of these little, by the power of video editing stuff, I now have mascara on. Yay! So we can now get into the face. So I just primed my face with the Tatcha liquid silk canvas. I just patted it in, and we are going to now do a quick little face. And to do that, I'm just gonna do like a light foundation. I have the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and I'm just gonna use a tiny bit. I think that this, to be honest, might be too dewy for me. I have normal to sometimes oily skin, and I normally will use a more natural matte foundation, and I wore this once all day, and at the end of the day I was like, oh goodness me, I look shiny. I looked super shiny. So yeah, I'm still testing it out though. And now that we've just got the foundation all good to go, you can still see some of my freckles and stuff. I'm perfectly fine with that, but I do want to put a little bit more coverage, like under my eyes here in particular, and highlight a little bit on my forehead. So I'm gonna go in just with a concealer. This is just a Makeup Revolution concealer. And I'm just going to pat. I'm just gonna do a little kind of sculpting with this. I'm not gonna use bronzer for this. I'm just gonna do like a heavy blush. So, I mean, obviously if you want to use bronzer, but also too, if you want to keep it still like a fresh look, but a little bit more sculpted, just do your sculpting with your concealer and you'll be good to go. Obviously it's not going to be as dramatic, but it still works. And I'm also going to clean up the yellow, because I'm not the most happy with how this yellow color oxidized in response to the eye primer. So I'm gonna change the eye shape just a little bit. I like that more. So it's not gonna elongate the eye as much, it's gonna create a little bit more of a round look. You can see the difference between this eye and this eye. Okie dokie. Now that concealer is all blended out, we're gonna go and set in with just a little bit of powder. So I am just going in with the Beauty Bakery powder. It is a freaking amazing powder. And it's just super finely milled. But I'm going to be setting under the eyes, just pressing into the skin. Around the nose, because I always get creasing there. And I'm just going to have glitter all over my face. It's going to be one of those glitter days. Now we've got our face all set. We're good to go. Blush is going to be our big happy guy to add some life back into the face now. And to do that, I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D. This is the color Poppy. It's just a very pretty, vibrant, kind of peachy color. So I thought it would go well with the other colors that I'm using. And I'm going to go in with a larger, fluffy brush today for applying the blush. And for this, I really want like a youthful look to it. So I'm starting on the apples of the cheeks. And I am just smiling and blending. And there you go. You'll see the big difference. And just keep blending and blending. And I'm going to blend this into my nose area. And then just super, super diffuse it. So it's a big wash of blush, but just gives a nice youthful little something. And these blushes are very pigmented, so a little bit goes a very long way with them. So now we have a liberal amount of blush on. Just a nice diffused wash. Took it over the nose too. I do want to add a little bit of highlighter. Now I don't want to add anything crazy. I don't want to add anything beaming or whatnot. I'm actually gonna go in and use, this is by Makeup by Mario, and it's he calls it the Surlinger, I guess is French for highlighter, but he calls it the Master Secret Glow. Essentially, it's like a petroleum jelly, but this formula is supposed to be good with going over your makeup, and what it's going to do is it is going to add a glow, a very subtle glow to the skin, because it's just adding that shine, but it's not going to be adding, I mean, that fake look that a lot of very beaming highlighters can get. So just a little subtle shimmer just to give our cheeks a little something. And also too, I mean, having like a very powdered, almost like matte face could be considered smooth like butter, I suppose. But also for K-pop in general, I feel like they have such glowing skin that we've got to have glowing skin for this. And so because of that, I'm gonna do a little highlighter as well above my eyebrows, just right there. And this product is really easy to use, and it's not disrupting my powder underneath. That being said, make sure you're using a finger though to do this. If you went in with a brush, it would most assuredly like upset your powder. And then down the nose, we really are going to be adding highlighter everywhere we normally would be. Gonna go above the mouth as well, and I'm even gonna put a little bit on the apples of my cheeks right here, which isn't what I normally do, but kind of add to that rosy little cheek look. And there we go. So the face is done except for our lips. You can see it gives just this beautiful, natural, gentle glow for the highlight. Really pretty. Like I said a million times, very natural. I love, 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 love this product. Now to finish us off, we're gonna go in with Rare Beauty. This is gonna be too much. This might be too much, but we're gonna go for it. I might blur it out, but this color is Motivate. Oh goodness, that just makes me think of Kelly Rowland's song. But originally, pause. Different lipstick. We need a different lipstick. This one doesn't work. So we're gonna go with this lip color. This is by Flower Beauty. It's intense, but I like it. So thus, going for it. I'm just gonna take a brush, a little lip brush, and buff out the lines. I really like this lip. I know it's intense, but I really like how it looks with it, and I think it goes with all the fun brightness of the music video. So I'm gonna go put on something a little nicer, and I will be back for the final review. So this is the completed look. I hope that you like it. You can see we're very colorful. We're very in theme with the butter music video. But yeah, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day, night, or evening, wherever you are, and bye!